All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know I said I was going to do some Ducati stuff, but that has kind of got put on the back burner just because I've been focusing on the Z. So today's video is actually going to be kind of like an auto-tune, street tune video. I don't know how good of footage I'll be able to get just because I don't have an actual GoPro or anything. So it's going to be hard. I might actually be able to get a GoPro on this thing so that you guys could see a POV style view of it. But basically what I'm going to be doing is hooking it up to the laptop, pulling it out, and then we're going to go for a street tune, auto tune style kind of tune just to get this thing running. So I did do some work over the past couple weeks from the last video, which was the exhaust. I actually ended up, if we look over here, ended up taking off the fart can. Fart can's off. We got just a straight pipe, basically. Just how I was saying, I kind of didn't really like how it sounded, but at the same time, it was misfiring. So I might end up putting it back on just because this setup is stupid loud, but I'm gonna tune it on this for right now. But basically, I was having an issue with the motor. Not necessarily the motor, but the actual firing order. So I kept having a misfire. I took it out one time, tried to do a little auto tune, and it was missing. And come to find out after kind of talking with Felix Hamilton, which shout out to him, he's gotten me a long way on this, and he's the man. Definitely get your harness, get your ECU from him so that you could go this route. No dizzy, LS coil packs, micro square. So super simple setup. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but that's my ECU right there. So tiny little ECU. But yeah, basically what ended up happening and causing that misfire was I had cylinder 1. So this is cylinder 1. I had it swapped with cylinder 5. So I don't know how that happened, but I wasn't smart enough and just didn't try enough to figure that out. But now that it is firing on all cylinders how it should, it sounds so much better. So I think today's the day we're going to take it out, do the auto tune on it, and just kind of see how it's running, how it's feeling. I'm not going to hit really any boost or anything, but at least we'll kind of get it started on that process of that auto tune. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pull it out. I got to get the radiator bled again, just because when I was trying to figure out that misfire, I actually ended up double checking timing and I had to pull the radiator hose off. So we're gonna go ahead, pull it out, do all that. But just right off the rip, I'm gonna show you how quick this starts. So, let's see if you can see that. Nope. So this is gonna be a crappy view, but started in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out for you guys. And we'll go ahead and get started, get it bled, and then we'll go for that auto tune session. All right, guys, so I did get it pulled out. Obviously, we got some oil leaking. I believe it's out of the rear main seal, which sucks because I had the trans off not too long ago. So I'm gonna have to do that again, but with time. But I got it pulled out. So we have, we're gonna go ahead and bleed the system right now. We're out of gear. We're just gonna let this get up to 10. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the laptop that I have. I was able to get a GoPro, so hopefully the audio comes out good, and so does the actual footage. I've never used a GoPro in my life, and I'm just borrowing it for this kind of test run. So we'll go from there. I'm gonna let this warm up, get it bled, and then we'll go from there. So I'll catch you guys right now. All right, guys. So as you can tell, I got the GoPro. It's been running for a little bit. We're almost up to temp. There's no thermostat, so it should be bled. Let's see, we're at 167 degrees. So the fans kick on at 180. But I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing pulled out so that we can go ahead and go on a test drive. So I'll bring you guys along, get the GoPro kicked on and everything like that. So next shot is gonna be in the car, and it's gonna be auto-tune. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead. Throw this thing into a auto-tune. We're gonna go for a ride. Hopefully. Oh, there's the exhaust. Hopefully it does sound okay. Back to this gauge cluster so I can see. So fans are going to turn on in a little bit. Alright, so obviously we're not hitting no boost. I don't think so, especially with it missing. Going lean. Alright guys, so I did have a little bit of an issue with the GoPro. It obviously cut off halfway. So the half that you guys saw, basically, I don't know what was going on with the Autotune, but I think it got set to easy instead of very easy. Obviously this is like a very, very rough tune. So because of that, I had set it in mid-tune to very easy and it didn't seem to update. So once the camera cut, I ended up switching to very easy on the Autotune. So I stopped it, switched it to very easy, and it started running. I'll input a video of me driving. Autotune's going down. But it sounded so good. The flutter was so good. It actually was revving. So in the video, I think it was like cutting out around 2800. Not cutting out, but it was actually starting to break up. So once I closed Autotune, stopped it, and then switched to that very easy mode, it started actually adjusting the table. So all these red ones are the ones that it adjusted towards the end. And at that point, I was able to get on it just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it did start to drive and run actually very well, which I'm very happy about. This car has been in the works for, I don't even know how long, 6 to 8 years. Well, I've had it for 10, but getting this setup done, probably 4 years, 3 years. I've just been kind of slacking, so this was a very good first run. And hopefully, I haven't looked at the video yet, but hopefully the video and the audio does do it justice. I do have a small clip of me driving it that I will put in, but it sounded super, super good. So I'm very happy about it. From here, it's just continuing to do the Autotune and slowly getting through the rev range. I did have one mishap. So if you look on this side, my window, they're not bolted down or anything. And me not thinking and going quick, I ended up losing this window. So if anybody has a window or can get me one or knows where to get one, let me know, because now I need a window. But that's gonna do it for this episode or this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. From here on out, it's just gonna be Autotune. And then sooner or later, we're gonna get the paint all situated, body work done, get a windshield installed, get the lips installed, and then finish the interior off. I need to get a new bride seat, basically a pair, get that taken care of, just because the rats have just destroyed this seat. And then I have another seat over here somewhere, but they just destroyed it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know probably I'm hoping the video and audio came out good, but if it didn't, I apologize, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. But yeah, it's just gonna keep getting better from here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully the next one is actually hitting boost. So I don't think I really was in boost, but it was fluttering, but next one will definitely be a little better. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one.